Welcome to another In Like Flynn's movie review. Today, we are going to be talking Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Hold tight, be back with you in just a few seconds. Alright, today we are talking Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, starring Paul Rudd, Michelle Pfeiffer, Kirk Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, and Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors, in my opinion, really stole the show as Kang the Conqueror. Marvel fans should have already had Jonathan Majors on the radar if you had watched Loki, because he appeared as Kang in the end of the Loki show, spoiler alert. But really, this was our first glimpse at Kang's power and how he is really setting up to be the big baddie in Phase 5. Initially, I saw that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania received a lot of mixed to negative reviews. So I was going in thinking that the movie was going to be worse than I ended up thinking it was. I gotta say, I was very disappointed with Phase 4. The only movie in Phase 4 that I thoroughly enjoyed was Spider-Man No Way Home. With that being said, I was hopeful that Phase 5 would get kicked off with a brilliant film. Was Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania brilliant? No. I do not think that it was a fantastic film. I do think it was a fun film. But it is one of the films in the Marvel Universe now that is really starting to push the limits of it's getting out there. I mean, we have got variants, we have got all kinds of weird stuff going on in the quantum realm, and it does get a bit trippy. My son, who is a big Marvel fan, PJ, he came out of the movie saying he was quite confused. He didn't really understand a lot of the plot points, a lot of what was going on. Now, with that being said, he did not see Loki. That was one of the shows he did not watch. So, I highly recommend that you watch Loki before going in and seeing Quantumania. That is kind of recommended viewing, or at least get a recap of that show, because the movie will be a lot more understandable if you go back and watch that show. Now, I gotta say, like, some of the acting to me felt a little bit flat. I think Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly, they were okay in the roles. I think the person in the main four in this movie of Ant-Man, the Wasp, and then you've got Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne. Well, I believe that Michelle Pfeiffer was kind of the lead actress in this film. She kind of took over the reins. She really stole a lot of the scenes that she was in. She had some powerful moments in the film. She was pretty badass in the film, actually. So she really took advantage of what she was given. Michael Douglas, he did pretty good. There was a couple good laughs in the movie, as you would expect from an Ant-Man movie. And Paul Rudd, for the most part, did a pretty good job as Ant-Man. I've enjoyed the other two Ant-Man films. If I had to rank the three Ant-Man films, I would definitely say that they went in order. I still think the first Ant-Man film was the best, followed by the second, and Quantumania, unfortunately, is the worst of the Ant-Man films. But that being said, like, with as many negative reviews as there were out there, I didn't think it was that horrible. My daughter, who is an Ant-Man fan, she went into it and she gave the film a 7 out of 10. She enjoyed it. She really liked Kang the Conqueror. She's excited to see where that goes, as am I. Jonathan Majors did a great job as Kang the Conqueror. I'm really excited for where that goes in the future. Now, this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to let you know how the movie ended, how it wrapped up, where it's going. Obviously, we know that the Avengers films that are going to end this phase are already titled, the Kang Dynasty. So we know that there's going to be a continuation of Kang's story. So that should not come as any surprise. The movie, though, really felt a little bit flat in certain areas. Now, action wise, if you were going in for action, there's a good bit of action in this film. A lot of CGI, though, and some of the CGI, in my opinion, didn't look the greatest. Marvel has been criticized lately for having some shoddy CGI, and it's scattered in there a little bit. There's a couple moments where I'm like, oh, that CGI is a little bit much, because this movie is literally, once they get to the quantum realm, it is just a CGI fest left and right. Like, I almost wish there was more physical sets to work with, but you've got all these characters and digital animations and digital sets and just left and right CGI. Little much. Marvel, you could tone it back a little bit, So action-wise, there were some good action sequences, especially getting towards the end of the film. It really kind of is a slow build to the final conflict. But once Kang enters the picture, he really is a major menace, and it is definitely exciting to see where this phase goes with Kang in the picture now. In terms of the story, the movie felt long. I literally found myself looking at my watch a couple times. I felt like it was being drawn out. I felt there was parts of the movie that just were unneeded. They were unnecessary. It just felt like another one of those Marvel movies where I saw it, but I'm not really excited for it. Like, I used to go into a Marvel movie like, man, I can't wait till this comes out on Blu-ray so I can watch this movie again and again, or Disney Plus. I saw it. I don't regret seeing it. But at the same time, like, I'm not excited to go see it again like I was for Spider-Man No Way Home or Endgame or Infinity Wars. It's just, unfortunately, not that movie for me. I am excited to see where this phase goes. If you are looking for a movie that furthers the phase, I do feel like that fell flat. I mean, I guess the movie sets up a little bit what could have happened, but it's just another one of those movies where it's just like, where are the other Avengers? Where is this going? Like, why is it such a standalone feature? Little disappointing in my book. You built this world, Marvel. You built all these fantastic characters and heroes and villains, and we want you to play in that sandbox now, but you keep doing these standalone films, and I'm just like, what the heck, man? Like, you built the sandbox. Now let's play in it. Let's see some of the other Avengers come in and help out. Where are they? Let's get some updates on them instead of just referencing them like they used to do in the old Daredevil show, like, oh, the big green guy. Like, okay, we know that there is a Hulk, and there's a joke literally about the Hulk, so I would like to see the Hulk or see one of the other Avengers just pop in. But no, we just get like a throwaway reference like, oh, like you saw in probably one of the clips that they released, like, oh, when the Hulk made me a baby. Okay, we get it. That was an Endgame. Ha ha ha. Whatever. So if I had to give this film a rating, I'm going to give it a 7. Again, I thought it was better than the reviews that I have seen online when the film was first released. I think the Rotten Tomatoes score is a little bit low. I think that's a little bit harsh. But at the same time, it's another one of those Marvel movies for me. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm over it. I'm not over it. I'm going to see Guardians of the Galaxy when it comes out. I'm going to see Deadpool when it comes out next year. I'm excited for that movie. But Marvel, you need to up your game a little bit, dude. Like, I really need to be excited for a Marvel movie. And right now, I'm down here. After Phase 4, you've lost me a little bit. Get me back up here, Marvel. Come on. You can do it. Well, that's about all I got. I don't want to give too much away. I like to keep this spoiler free. Maybe I will do a spoilery review just to talk a little bit more about the movie, get the kids involved. But for now, I'm going to end this review. Like I said, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. PJ actually gave it a 6 out of 10 just because he said he was confused. Amy didn't see it. And Charlotte, she enjoyed the movie. So there you go. thanks for watching. We hope that you will like and subscribe to our channel. We are kind of new on the scene. We are enjoying doing some of these videos, and we hope that, again, that you come along with us for more reviews and just more total randomness in the future. Thank you so much, and have a great, great day. Aloha.